Welcome to Lore, actually. This is the podcast where we discuss fiction and fiction-related news. I watched the Mortal Kombat second part.
And how was it?
It was great.
It
I
was
just, I just love when cinema doesn't take itself too seriously. And I love that Mortal Kombat just like embrace that they're like not, prestige cinema.
Yeah.
And they kind of are going with it. And it's great. I had so much fun. I was like dancing when they were playing the theme music. The story itself is quite, it's not, I'm not gonna, spoil it for anyone who hasn't seen it, but like the story is very...
The story, they fight. That's the story.
Yeah, but like there is a story. It's just like the whole promo campaign, like trailers were focused on Johnny Cage, but the main character I would say is Kitana and her revenge story, I would say. And I love revenge stories. So
Q Punisher.
yeah, Carl Urban as Johnny Cage is great. Not enough nut punches though. There was only one. It was very gory, but like when the story is like not very serious, like when the movie is like not very serious, and like it's more like of a entertainment than a serious traumatizing movie. You kind of don't take the gore seriously, I would say. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like with the boys, I think I enjoyed it more than Devil Wears Prada, the second part. Even though I enjoyed Devil Wears Prada, but Mortal Kombat I enjoyed more.
It's funny because you mentioned Kitana, and every time I play Mortal Kombat, I play for her. I choose her every time. Though, what I didn't realize is that the actor from Shogun is in it.
Yes,
and then because I saw, so the first Mortal Kombat is on Netflix now, and
yes.
I was thinking like I want to watch it, so I tried to sell it in this household. No, of course not.
What? But like, how?
Because again, what we discussed about Crouching Tiger, it's exactly the same problem. So, and the trailer was playing, and I was like, wait, this is Shogun. I was like, wait, I know this dude. Yeah. So I was like, shit, I want to watch it because he's a great actor. Maybe I'll watch it by myself. I don't know. Hiroyuki Sanada is his name.
Hiroyuki Sanada.
Yeah, but was he in the second movie as well?
He's in the first movie, in the second one. He's one of my... I just like, no, 10 out of 10. Love him with all of my heart.
Okay.
So the fact that they chose Hiroyuki Sanada to play him, great. The way he says "get over here," it's chills.
Ooh.
The only thing with the first movie, there's this like new character who is not in the lore. They introduced him for the movie just like to establish, the new like Mortal Kombat universe, I guess. His name is Cole. Basically, like the whole movie is based on like his character, like him being in the tournament. And apparently fans didn't like him. I didn't mind him. He was cute. He was also like quite powerful, but apparently fans didn't like him, and they had to eliminate him in that second one. So there were some unexpected scenes in this one, in the second one. I was just like, what? What about Oldboy? Do you want to discuss it?
No, it's gonna be another one of those rants where again I'm shocked that people have never seen this movie. And I've seen the movie, but a very long time ago, and I honestly didn't remember the plot. I remember the dude is going on to like some revenge spree, but why, what, and wolf for what? Beyond me. Okay, I watched it. My God, this movie is amazing. It might be one of the best movies I've seen in my entire life. I don't know. I was so impressed by it. Maybe this is the Paula's Tomatoes section. But to any of you out there who haven't seen this movie, I highly recommend you go watch it. Yeah, obviously it's like very dark. It's so gory, but gory in like a way where you kind of have to watch. Because I like closed my eyes a couple of times and I ended up watching anyway. It like grabs you by the head and like forces you to watch it. And then I found like the writing like superb, and the acting is just so good. And
the twist,
yeah. I didn't even think about the twist. I mean, fine, yeah, the twist, but even beyond that, like the cinematography is just and the movie came out in 2003, and there are like some camera shots and some transitions there. They're like, for 2003, it's like very impressive. It's just so beautifully shot. Like it's really cinematically one of the more beautiful, like, despite the fact that it deals with such like gory and nasty subjects, and
Yeah.
it's so dark, like cinematically, it's one of the most gorgeous movies I've seen in my life, I think. I don't know. I was very impressed. I was thinking about it for a long time afterwards. That's it. That's what I watched on Sunday because the other things did not hit.
I remember I was like very traumatized by it because
No. It's very traumatic. It's very traumatic. But
mm,
my brain is at this point in a survival mode. So I'm like, my ADHD is so off the charge these days that I am just not affected. Like I am affected, but I'm not traumatized. I'm more impressed that I am traumatized. I was like
mhm.
in awe rather than in shock. I don't know if I'm making any sense. And you know where I picked it up from? I have saved this NYT list of 100 best movies of 21st century. And it was there on like 40 at like 47. And I would put it higher personally, but fine. And so I think from that list I've seen maybe 60 or something like this,
Okay.
and I haven't seen like the other 40. And so
Hmm.
I'm trying to, or if I've seen, I don't remember the plot. I'm trying to go through the other 40, and this was like part of the other 40.
You know what other Korean movie that I love? Train to Busan.
That was what we originally wanted to watch, but it was nowhere to be found
Oh, really?
on the platforms because I've never seen it.
It is great. I hate zombie movies, but this one was just immaculate. I don't know,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I
yeah.
loved it.
You know what? We should do a segment called recommendation of the
Of
week.
the week.
So Paula's tomatoes for this week is Oldboy. If you haven't seen it, please watch it. And if you have watched it, go ahead and rewatch it. Remember like Squid Game and stuff? Somehow these Koreans like come up with the weirdest shit.
Hmm.
Every time it's the most bizarre, disturbing subjects, but it makes for such impressive storytelling.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there you go.
I also read somewhere that Stephen King's Dark Tower is coming to Amazon Prime. Remember Stephen King's Dark Tower universe? The
No?
Gunslinger? This is like the Stephen King's fantasy series, which is like a 8-part, I think. I don't
Okay.
remember, but like it's huge and complicated, and it's coming to Amazon Prime.
As a series.
Yes, I think it only makes sense as series because the movie with Idris Elba and Matthew McConaughey was not good. And I read 2 books that I stopped, but I guess it gets better. But Stephen King is not my type of author, I would say. But I watched recently. I watched HBO the prequel to It. It's called Welcome to Derry.
Yeah.
It is not my. It is
It
the.
is not your.
It is not my. I mean, the whole franchise is not my type of thing. Like, it's not my cup of
Mm-hmm.
tea. But the prequel was quite good. Then I watched the first part. We are yet to watch the second part, like the movie with James McAvoy. I'm genuinely surprised by how well filmed it is. Also, I'm genuinely surprised how not scary it is. I don't know what I was afraid my whole life. Everybody says that this book is like the scariest one from his bibliography, but the movies and the series, I'm just like, why is it scary? It's not scary
Do
at
you
all.
have a thing about clowns? Like, are you scared of clowns?
I don't like clowns,
Yeah.
but for me, like, once you understand his shtick, like what he does with people, what he does with kids, kind of stop being afraid. I mean, Bill Skarsgård is amazing as
Yeah, I
Pennywise.
was just gonna say, because I watched the first movie in the cinema, and you know I don't do horror.
Why did you? How did you? How did you? I
I
didn't
went
even
with
know
friends.
that you.
In Budapest. Did I go with you? No, I don't
No,
think so.
I
I
haven't
went
seen
with
it.
friends in Budapest, and I spent most of the movie with my face like that.
Are
Like,
you
I just couldn't watch
serious?
it. Yeah, I was like this most of the time. It was just so scary. Like the fucking jaw opening and his face is just fucking disturbing, and the saliva. I still remember it. It's still like engraved in my mind. So anytime I see like a TikTok or something with him, what's his name? Bill? Is it
Bill
Bill? No.
Skarsgård, yeah.
Yeah, with the full makeup and the whole thing, I scroll like immediately. I'm like, I can't stand it. It bothers me. So, and I never watched the second one, and not interested in watching any additional content related to that character, to be honest. But you do horror, like you don't mind, and you like
No,
horror. I hate like jump scares, for example.
me too. I hate jump
Yeah,
scares. Like, jump scares are
but
the
there's
worst
so
for me.
many in it.
But like you expect them. Like, I
Yeah, you
also like.
expect them, but it's still scary. Like,
I mean, you know when to close your eyes because like
yes,
the
you know
music
where to
kind of
close your
like
eyes.
stops and then
Yes,
you yeah.
yes.
Yaroslav was watching it with me and he's like, it's not scary for you. Maybe like different things, scare different people. And for me, the scariest horror is the religious one. Everything with exorcism is the worst for me, or maybe like the first 20-30 minutes of the horror movie when you don't know what the deal, like what the entity is, and when you don't see the entity, like that's scary. But then when the entity is revealed, it's kind of, feasible. You can see it.
Full form.
Yeah, it's not scary anymore for me. I think the jump scares, like this kind of not knowing, is the most scary. And like religious horror is generally like fucking terrifying for me. Like Exorcism of Emily Rose was a great movie. Watched it like several times, but it's like one of the scariest movies for me. So yeah, but it was not it. It was not it.
It was not it. It was not it.
Yeah.
It's an HBO production. So yeah, must be good. They don't really do bad things. It might not be for everyone, but I don't think I don't count Game of Thrones last season. This is our Westeros Daily
Euphoria?
segment. But Euphoria first 2 seasons, it's good. And now it's just Sam Levinson's whatever dirty mind. I don't think they had much control there. I don't think they were involved. And I think they knew that at this point they're just going based on shock value and money.
Yeah.
And they knew that people are gonna watch it. And okay, primarily it's still like a conglomerate that needs to make money. And I don't think they have a tendency to, you see, like even in Game of Thrones last season, fuck it, just do whatever you want. You know, like I don't think they're really involved creatively. And so it was just Sam Levinson saying like, I'm going to put women in compromising positions for every single episode of this movie. And all of them are going to be sex workers.
Literally.
In one way or another.
Yeah.
Directly or indirectly, they will all be sex workers. And this is what you're going to watch for. You're going to watch Euphoria.
I think I will because I'm really curious. Have you seen these memes? Like, doesn't matter if I'm having the worst days and Daya's character in Euphoria is having the
much worse. Yeah, somehow I'm not surprised because she was already having the worst day ever the first 2 seasons.
Apparently, like
Literally.
last season, she was buried like up to here. Like somebody buried her. Her head is like over I don't know. Like it's just like insane.
I'm watching through TikTok, honestly. I'm kind of up to date. At least I'm like up to date on Cassie and Maddie's story.
I think I want to watch for Cassie and Maddie. For Maddie,
but you might already have seen most of it, no?
Yeah,
on TikTok. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think I'm just gonna watch it through these scenes and call it a day.
Also, I watched another movie recently called Hokum. Hokum, Hokum.
Ah, yes, you told me about this. Yeah,
with Adam Scott. Great movie.
But I don't like Adam Scott, so it's gonna be a hard sell for me.
He's such an asshole there. He's like, you're supposed to not like him. I would say it's a thriller. It's not necessarily scary. I mean, it's advertised as horror, but it's not like very scary as well. I like when horrors do this thing where there are kind of like serious things like, trauma, PTSD, like all of this like human shit, and like scary stuff like happening on the background of it. So like this movie is amazing in showing like grief and like trauma and all of this, kind of how like the main character is kind of getting through all of this, and like how the background where he's at, like he's in Ireland, like in some weird ass hotel, and like there's a witch or something. I mean, this is a movie about men being trash, actually. It's a great movie. This is Xenia's Tomatoes.
Call back to Oldboy, a movie about men being trash.
Yeah.
Literally.
So this is Xenia's Tomatoes. Go watch Hokum. Great movie. Have you seen 56 Days on Prime Video?
With Dove Cameron. I've seen a clip from it. And I was like, this looks interesting because they have good chemistry. But then I checked the concept and I was like, I'm not sure I'm interested in the premises. And then it's like a series. And so I didn't watch it.
I think it's shit.
You think it's shit? Okay.
Yeah.
I've only seen like 1 or 2 clips on TikTok, and I think these are the best scenes that they've taken from the whole series, and they just put it into.
This is like really weird because the book. I'm reading the book right now. I haven't seen the show.
Yeah.
But I read I finished the book, but I read the differences between the show and the book, and they kind of made a lot of creative liberties. But the book is basically a pandemic story. So it's like happening like when the pandemic starts, and it's like very vital to the story, and it's like very interesting start, but then the mystery is and then how they changed it is also so don't recommend it. This is anti Xenia's Tomatoes.
Okay. There you go.
The only thing that I noticed that it was so traumatizing to read about COVID.
Yeah?
She actually writes like how, all of this starts and like lockdown start happening and like
Yeah.
people wearing masks, people not wearing masks, people going to grocery stores like and they like there are lines to grocery stores, and I was just like, oh my god, thank god it's over. So I think the next recording is gonna be right before your wedding, and then we're on hiatus
Yes.
for a couple of weeks,
Yeah.
definitely.
We're on hiatus, but we'll try to do some lore actually content together. We'll do some stories or something. We'll post some content.
Some content from the wedding.
Yeah.
Yay!
Well, still, I'm sure we'll still be able to talk if we watch something interesting or,
Yeah.
even around the wedding, we'll do a little hot take for the lore actually podcast listeners. So
this is Paula's wedding is our lore.
Yeah. I'm surprised I can squeeze like anything else that I'm emotionally, caring about. That's it. Thank you very much, everyone, for listening.
You still have 20 minutes to talk about videos if you
감사합니다.
want to.
Thanks, everyone. Cheers. Love you. Mean it. Bye.
Like and subscribe.
Leave comments, especially if you disagree.